commitment and dedication in rowing sort of changes whatever level you're at. If you're just taking it for fun or just as a sort of summer sport, you just fit it in where you want, but we want to get real results this summer, and you put in the dedication you feel you need to achieve what you want to achieve. Hands together.
Durham today has an awful lot of rowing in it. There were always college crews out. There always still are now. You're always having to do battle with the river. It's a very short river, a very small, compact river for so many rowers, but it makes it all the more challenging for the cocks and the crew.
I don't think rowing is my life. However, it does play a big part in my life. The time commitment needed to achieve the standard that we want to achieve demands that it does take up a lot of time. I'm Angie Lund. I'm a teacher. I've been rowing for about 19 years. I row at stroke, which is obviously the person who dictates the rhythm to the rest of the crew, and which hopefully they will follow. Rowing behind me is Ruth. Ruth has been rowing for about 3 years, and she's probably the most inexperienced member of our crew. Behind Ruth there is Ali. She has quite a lot of experience. She rowed with Durham University in a very successful women's 8. Caroline in the bows I've rowed with before several times, and she has a lot of experience similar to myself. In front of me is Liz, our cox, who is suitably light, so we don't have to drag her heavy weight along. There is going to be a race in a week's time. We are hoping to compete at Bedford Small Boats Head. Because of our injuries and because of holidays, we haven't competed since the beginning of December. So really we are very anxious to race. And we chose Bedford because last year Bedford won the gold and the bronze at the National Championship. So we thought, well, you know, there's a good starting point, see how far we are behind them or whether we're on level terms with them. I thought our first couple of 500s were really having to work at getting the rating up. We didn't seem actually as though we were working all together. I'm not sure if we actually knew where we wanted the rating to be, or whether, you know, we just didn't quite hit the rating, and it was hard work. Yeah. Whereas on the last piece, we just seemed to get it right, and it flew.
I think that the last one was a lot better.
It was great.
Right.
It was a good,
the legs were going on.
It was
and
good
to
end on.
That
one. Yeah, it was a good one to end on. We had a good little finish.
Rowing is quite challenging. At the moment I'm quite new, still quite inexperienced. There's a lot to learn. The other people in the boat have done it for a lot longer than I have. So I find, or I feel, still quite inexperienced. And when things go wrong on the boat, I'm very aware of what have I been doing at that precise moment when it went wrong. The typical schedule so far has been on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday we've done weight training. On a Wednesday it's been weight circuits, whilst on the Mondays and Fridays it's been lifting heavy weights. We tend to start at 7:30 and finish by 7:45. On Tuesdays and Thursdays it's been ergos using rowing machines. That normally takes about an hour, so we come down 5:30 and finish by 6:30. Whilst at the weekend it's been on the water. Now that programme is now changing because it's summer season, the clocks have changed. So we're out, or meant to be out, most evenings now on the water. I think the crew will be disappointed if they don't do well. We've only taken part so far in 2 races, which we've won, but since then we've had a lot of problems. At the moment about today's race. We've seen the competition and there are 2 other crews one from Bedford, one from Stay. The competitions always seem to be stronger in the south. And we've been watching this morning, and there doesn't seem to be anything special. People are tense, and at the moment people are just getting refocused as to what they've got to do. We're just going to go out and do the best we can. Conditions are quite good. The wind's getting up a bit, so I don't know what that will mean once we're on the river. So I think we'll be glad when it's finished.
You're not allowed to overtake from the start to the first bridge. It's not allowed. So I'm okay there. So if we try and get quite a way behind and quite a way in front. And then after that there's quite a wide bridge. And then there's two arches you can go through, and I want to go through the one at the side. But everybody does, so if we're slower, we're going to have to move out. And then I'm going wide around this corner. So I want the inside bridge, but if there's a crew pushing me. And then after that it's just straight. But it goes very, very narrow. So if there's somebody else, I don't know what you do. You just have to stop and pull your blades in or something.
When we set off, we're totally focused on what we're actually going to do. You know, mind straight on it. No looking around, just completely focused on what we're doing. Let's think about how we row. Let's think about our stroke. Let's really just think about, how we're going to tackle this in our own minds. I think we've just got to focus on that. We've done it. We've done long course in Durham. We've done our super rowing last week. Let's really translate that into this competition.
Very light. Ready, go.
Go! 3, 3, 1. Go!
But Liz started the time from when the chap said go, and we start timing normally 3 seconds after. So we're hoping to down 7:25, which is not bad.
I'm the old lady in the crew, so... oh, go stop. I forgot what I was going to say now.
It's really hard work. Personally, I either go completely butterfly-y and can't speak to anybody, and that's the way that affects me, or I go very, very quiet. Sorry, I say that again.
Did I answer that? No.
Oh no!
What?
I've got the car keys.
Oh, on mine.
And mine.
Has she gone?
Yeah. She'll be back. And my... She'll be back. When she gets the dress, she's going to realise, isn't she?
I hope so.
Oh, that's it. Cox has taken the car keys off crew.
Where did she get to? Where is she? Did she walk?
She's coming back with the car keys.
All right.
Okay, tell them.